I love you so much. I can't believe it's a big anniversary for us. I mean, it's been 20 years. I think I love you more than I did the day I met you. And just think, it's been 20 years and I can still turn you on.
What the f*** are you doing? Are we filming this or what? Alright, now that Scott's all turned on and ready to go, we're gonna do our collection video of our Xbox games. 20 years of Xbox. This is our collection video. This is take 2 of a collection video. The laptop died the first time. People are probably wondering. People are probably wondering what was taking so long. We're gonna roll with it now. Let's go! With this collection video, yes, of course you're going to see all our Xbox games. All 266 of them. However, an Xbox collection video should be more than just the games you have. It should be the memorabilia you have around that console. Besides the stuff that we purchased for our Xbox, we also put a lot of time and effort into making different things for our Xbox. We'll talk about a few of those a little bit later, but I hope you really enjoy the video as much as you enjoy the OG Xbox on today, its 20th anniversary.
Armed and Dangerous. Armed and Dangerous is definitely a game that caught me by surprise. Because I just threw it in randomly. I didn't have any references. Nobody recommended it to me. I just grabbed it because it was backwards compatible on my Xbox Series X. And I was like looking through the list and I was like, oh. So I grabbed that one, popped it in. This thing is so funny. It's like very...
And it's super cheap.
Very cheap. It's like very heavily influenced by Monty Python kind of humor.
Yeah.
I laughed so many times on this. It's nothing fantastic. You can tell it's a low budget game, but
that's part of the charm.
That's part of the charm because it's so bad. It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
BloodRayne is the biggest turd in this collection. I swear to God, I had good memories of this game back when it came out. Like when I first bought my original Xbox, I got it for the wrestling game Raw at the time, and that wasn't great. And then I rented this game, and I had a pretty good time. I almost finished it before I had to take it back to the rental place.
Yeah.
So just maybe 6 months ago, I'm like, I'm gonna put that game in and finally finish it. This game has aged so badly. It's awful.
Do you know how I know it's the biggest turd in our collection? Because it has stickers on it.
It's got stickers on it, which
and
means
none.
This is one of these games that's... Bloody Roar Extreme.
Another
I
heavy
literally just picked this up just a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, it might have been a month ago, so I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but this game is hard to find.
It is.
And I found a complete copy, and I found it for a pretty good price.
Yeah, I was surprised.
And it was on eBay, surprisingly, but I did get a pretty decent price on eBay. Crimson Skies, High Road to Revenge. I think I got that right. High Road to Revenge. Yeah. Played through this, I think it was in February. I had a couple of weeks off.
You couldn't buy any games?
Yes. I had a lot of fun for the most part.
Yeah.
For the most part. The flying mechanics and the battling and all that there in your plane actually holds up well. I think this is backwards compatible on my Xbox Series X. I put it in play. That's where I played it. I think the second last mission when you're underground.
Oh yeah.
And like I don't know if it's the pyramids or whatever.
It's such a tight squeeze. You can barely get through there.
There was another time I almost rage quit again.
Yeah.
I walked
and isn't
away.
there things falling that you got to get through them fast enough?
Well, there's doors that open and close. and if you don't time it right and you hit that door, your plane just kind of ricochets around the little tunnel you're in until you explode.
Yeah, so...
Oh, that... After
You're
I
not
got through
selling me on it.
that second level, the second last level, once I got through that, the last level was fun. The boss level was a good... Yeah. Dungeons and Dragons Heroes. This was actually a gift from Mitch and Kate.
Yeah, it was on their honeymoon.
On their honeymoon, they were on the island in PEI, and they found this game. They thought Scott would probably like to play that. It's couch co-op. It's actually a 1 to 4 player co-op. It's a top-down, kind of very much a Diablo-style game. There, not as good. Well, it's better than, say, Diablo 1 on the PS1. It's way better than that. Yeah. But the graphics are a little bit dark and aged and a little bit muddy.
Another heavy hitter.
Def Jam Fight for New York.
Yeah.
This one's pretty damn good. I like this one better than the first one, Def Jam Vendetta, which is not on the OG Xbox, I do believe. I think you can only get it on the PS2. Yep. This version here on the PS2 is actually way more expensive than this, but this one is getting up there in price too. It is. So if you like the old rappers and you like wrestling from back in that day, you're gonna love this game. It's a hell of a beat 'em up there. You're fighting everywhere. You're fighting in bars and rings, and it's just crazy. And then the music's just awesome. It's fighting music.
And that happens a lot too. If it goes up on one console, then you'll eventually see the other one skyrocket as well, because people will give up. They'll be like, I can't afford it on the PS2, I'll play it on Xbox. So and most games play better on Xbox.
It's gonna go up and go up because the other one's out of reach for a lot of people. Fuzion Frenzy. We put this in one night. Me, you, and Dennis. I think it was just the 3 of us, right? This is a good party game. It has multiple fun little games there.
Can I just say I was initially really good at it. I was like, I'm gonna kick your asses so hard, and then they figured out what to do.
Started like a millennial there. I'm gonna beat you so bad, and then opened your big mouth and lost dramatically. You cried.
No, I didn't cry.
It's all about humanity.
You gotta mention Futurama.
Futurama, yes. This one is a heavy hitter. Another one of those, I would call it impulse buys, because we found it in the local pawn shop. It was for a good price, and when we took it up to the counter to pay for it, the guy at the counter said, lots of people have brought that game up and told us that we had the wrong price on it. Because it's expensive. And they're like, there's no fucking way that's worth that much. And he's like, that's what they go for.
But it was towards the end of the life cycle.
We know how much. It's a rarer game. So there's not many games on the Xbox that are worth more than they are on the PlayStation 2 version. Yeah. This is one of them. Halo. We had to put Halo in here, basically. Like everybody, we're not going to talk too much about Halo, and it's not a big heavy hitter by any means. I think
it's like a $5 game.
I don't even think it's $5. It's like $2 game. But we played through this together on Couch Co-op.
We had so much fun.
We had a blast. I had so much of a good time that we had to take it out and mention it there. That last mission there where we're in the what is it called again, the little Jeep thing? Is it an armadillo or a warthog? Or
it's one of those things.
It is the worst piece of junk to drive there. I hate it. But it was hilarious trying to get through that mission.
Yes, it was. And I just kept feeling like I was like half player 2, half therapist. So I'd be like, okay, listen, it's fine, we'll do it next time, I promise.
I didn't think we were finishing it.
I didn't think we were finishing that night either, but I didn't want to say that.
Like I said, I brew my own beer. I turned the original Xbox into a beer tower. Land of the Dead, Road to Fiddler's Green. I still haven't played it yet. It's a pretty rare game.
Yeah,
it's harder to find. That's why I sought it out now before it got a little too expensive.
Yeah.
But it's a zombie shooter, and it's
anything...
known for its bad mechanics as far as shooting
shit.
goes. Like your targeting, your hitbox is not great.
I remember that.
Only going by what I've seen on reviews and stuff, but I haven't actually played it yet. But it is one of those games that's on my list.
I find any game that is in the survival horror genre, it tends to go up in price eventually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so this
especially if it's a rare game. Metal Slug 3.
This is a great game.
This is a great game.
It is.
It's a hard game.
It's a damn hard game.
Really hard game.
And you know what? The
I never
graphics
finished
are
it yet.
amazing on this game.
It's backwards compatible, so I do believe we played it.
A little bit?
I do believe we played it on the Xbox Series X. You can put it up here in front of my face if I'm lying. I can't really remember. But I know we did play. We put a few days into this. And
we did.
We still couldn't beat it.
Nope.
No.
Nope. And you and Dennis might have tried too, I think. Yeah.
It's a tough game, but damn, if you like Metal Slug or Contra or anything like that, jump into this. You're going to love it. NHL Hitz 2003. I do have them all now. I have 2002, which we love. And I went and got 2003 because I love 2002 so much. This one here is a little bit better than 2002, in my opinion, only because they got rid of some of the, I call them dirty goals, where you can run the goalie, constantly run the goalie out and then score on the empty net, and that drives me crazy. I don't like that. That's not hockey. You still got the big hits like the arcade style, but it kind of puts in a few of the rules that you need to have there in order to have a hockey game. OutRun 2. Man, I love this game. This game is fun.
Oh, yeah.
I still think it might be backwards compatible. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But this thing still looks great.
It does. It really does.
Me and Dennis were playing this one day, and we would take turns handing it back and forth trying to get through the achievements. There's like an achievement,
One you have to drift, and
basically,
there's some hearts and
it
stuff
basically
like that.
teaches you how to drive.
Yeah.
And as he's playing, I'm just looking at the background, and I'm just blown away. Like you're driving by the pyramid. I'm like, shit, these graphics still look good.
They really are good.
They still look good.
And because we mentioned OutRun 2, we gotta mention OutRun 2006.
Coast to Coast. This is a heavy hitter.
Yes.
This one is way more expensive on the Xbox, which is a rare thing because it's usually more expensive on the PS2.
Yeah.
It's the opposite.
It is the opposite. If you're like really keen-eyed, we are missing, like, there's like a holographic thing on the original case. I didn't have the original case. No. So that's fine, but everything is included in it. We have the manual, and that was the most important thing.
You bought this on Amazon.
I did buy that on Amazon. It was weird. It was the cheapest place to get it at the time. eBay was like $40 more expensive. And you guys all know, it drives me crazy, but it's complete, and the manual's like mint. Otogi, number 1, Myth of Demons. It was under my radar, didn't know anything about this. I think it was Lightsaber Samurai that told me about the Otogi games. Yes. If not on a live stream, it was one of his videos. And so we're still yet to get the second one. I was able to get the first one, I haven't played it yet, but I'm still on the hunt for number 2. If you guys can help me out, And the second one is more expensive, as is most sequels. Most of them, yeah. So yeah, I would love to get my hands on number 2. I'd like to play them like back to back. Just to go take a vacation week and blow through both of them. Do you ever take a vacation week where you can actually do that? I try. I did once.
Psychonauts. Psychonauts is one hell of a fun platformer. It's
And you played all the way through this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I played through it. The stupid meat circus at the end nearly drove me crazy. Nearly drew me crazy. I don't often like rage quit there, but I literally walked away and had to go for a bite to eat.
Well, I think you were gonna. You were like almost throw a controller.
Almost throw a controller rage. I'm yet to play Psychonauts 2. I don't know if it was any good, but it looked very similar. It still holds up very well today on the OG Xbox. I think it's backwards compatible. So if you do have a copy of this and you have the new console, slap it in and play it. Panzer Dragoon Orta. This is the first Panzer Dragoon game that I played. I would love to play the other ones now, but they are pretty damn expensive on the other consoles. And even the, I think there's a limited run remastered or whatever for the Switch is expensive as old heck there.
You know, I
love this game.
I'm trying to reserve judgment because I watched you play it and I'm like, I don't think it's going to be a game for me. But I think I'm just judging a book by its cover.
It's an on-rail shooter.
I know. I just don't know if I'll love it. I don't know.
The music and the graphics. This story. There's not much of a story to it there, but the music and the graphics. It's fun. The gameplay is fun. Once you get used to knowing how to switch your camera angle around your dragon. There's 3 different dragons, which have 3 different abilities and firepower and all that stuff.
I think I just have to try it and reserve that judgment. It's the switching the camera's angles. It's the fact that it's an on-rail shooter, which I don't hate.
It was awkward at first, but I tell you, it's not a long game.
No.
I think I finished it in one day.
It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity.
Silent Hill 2 Platinum Hits is the only, well, not the only Platinum game I have in my collection.
But it's one of very few.
Yeah, I only have 2.
Yeah.
I have 2 Platinum games. This is one of them, only because I couldn't get a Black Label
They're
copy
so
of this
expensive.
yet. I just haven't seen one in town.
But they are.
But if I do, I will swap
for
it.
An Xbox
but
game.
You can tell I don't have the silver case because I swapped it out because it drives me bonkers on the wall. But yeah.
I don't know what you have to say about Silent Hill 2. That probably hasn't already been said. It's a Silent Hill game. If you like it, you're going to like Silent Hill 2.
SpikeOut BattleStreet is...
Where the camera is your worst enemy.
The camera is the other boss because it's a 3D fighter. Very much like a Street Fighter, but it's 3D. And that stupid camera just, I mean, it's a fun game, but it's definitely showing its age. And it's getting up in that heavy hitter range as far as prices are.
It could definitely use a remake to solve that camera angle situation, but I don't know if it would get one. I don't know if it's popular enough.
Yeah. If you like those beat 'em ups, give it a try. Yeah. It's definitely fun. It's kind of hard, though, too. Stubbs the Zombie, Rebel Without a Pulse. This game we played together as couch co-op. You're playing as the exact same character. You're just split screen and you're running around. You're a zombie and you're biting guys and you get to do some crazy stuff. And
for a split screen OG Xbox game, I was fairly impressed.
Fun.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's a big enough. It's a heavy enough hitter that they put out a remaster version on some of the modern consoles, if not all of them. So
I wonder how that would play, if I'd enjoy it more. I don't know if it's just a remaster, if it
I
really
thought it
matters
looked
all that
fine
much.
on the Xbox. It's just kind of a kooky, fun game. It's
It
kind of
is.
a little weird there.
It is definitely a little weird.
Because I have this copy, I wouldn't run out and buy a new copy on a
Yeah.
modern system because
Why?
I don't think it's going to polish up the graphics that much.
That much, no.
Heavy hitter time against
Yes.
Steel Battalion. We have the controller, the whole works.
Oh, yeah.
And
That was the funnest surprise, the funnest surprise ever, and it came right after our No Fun February, where we don't
Yeah.
buy anything in February. So I think you were pretty impressed to get this.
yes, I still have plans on making myself a full stand for my controller.
When the
and
price of
pedals.
lumber comes down.
The plywood prices were ridiculous this
Yeah.
year, so I kind of put it on the back burner for now. But I'm hoping next year to get that built.
I hope so too. And if you're a fan of the original Duke controller, you're in luck. Hyperkin is launching a 20th anniversary edition that is due to come out December 15th, which is also compatible with the Xbox Series X, just in time for Halo Infinite, which also arrives December 8th.
Test Drive, Eve of Destruction. I think that this game is the influence that came up with the Wreckfest game.
Oh yeah.
Because this is definitely a Wreckfest style game.
You don't have to be good
Xbox.
at racing games, you just need to be good at smashing things.
You just
This is fun.
This is a blast couch co-op.
Oh, I
Wreckfest,
love it.
I don't believe Wreckfest
No, single
is
player.
couch co-op, but if you like that style of game, you want to get into some Smash Up Derby and some wild racing there, couch co-op style,
Oh my god.
give this a try.
Yeah. Because you have to have a heavy hitter in your list. This is one of them.
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans.
I actually haven't played it yet.
Yeah, neither one of us have had the chance to play it. I think at that time when we bought this game, we were just like grabbing everything and it got
Well,
kind of mixed in the shuffle and didn't get...
We got it at a good
console.
price,
We
and
did.
I couldn't leave it there, kind of thing.
I've seen gameplay of this and it still looks
It still looks good.
great.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to play
It's
it.
a game I have to play in the near future.
Yes.
Van Helsing.
Van Helsing.
Van Helsing, I haven't played, although I've had more than one person tell me it's a pretty damn good game.
Yeah, so we thought we should at least give it a little bit of a mention.
So, yeah, I'm probably going to play it here soon. Tell me what you think in the comments. Is it worth a playthrough? Have you played it?
So that's our entire Xbox OG collection. Thanks so much for sticking around to watch the entire video. Happy 20th anniversary Xbox. Here's to 20 years more.